Hey y'all, and welcome to Monner's Market, and welcome to my Oh Dear Christmas is Near video. This is my kickoff for Christmas for the 2022 season, and I'm excited about it, and I'm ready to get right into this video. So for DIY number one, I'm making this cute little sign, and it is so easy. This is one of the blanks, the round blanks that you can get from the Dollar Tree, and this is a transfer that you can get from Chalk Couture. I will have all of the information listed below in my description box if you're interested in this or any other transfer that I show in today's video. But I'm going to take some moss chalk paint, and I'm just going to sort of, I don't know if you want to say block off the sides, but I just wanted to add a little bit of color to the sign. I wanted the part that I'm going to be chalking on white, but I didn't want the whole thing white. So I thought it'd be nice to add this little bit of moss green on the edges of the sign. I love this color green for Christmas. There is a chalk paste that's very similar to that I just love. So this is the white Waverly chalk paint that I'm going to put in the middle, and that's just going to make my transfer pop whenever I put it on there. Now this is surface wax. Whenever you're using like a random whatever to chalk on, you always want to use a layer of surface wax, and what that's going to do is give you just this smooth area to chalk onto, and it's going to allow your transfer not to stick so tight, I guess, to your whatever you're using, to your surface. And always you want to fuzz your transfers. Now you only saw me fuzz at one time there, but I actually fuzzed it like 6 or 7 times. Now I'm just going to use my black chalk paste to go over most of the sign, the writing at least on the sign. And up at the top it says up on the rooftop, but I end up kind of covering that up eventually without really meaning to. And I'm going to use some red on the little thing right there. And you can't tell it, but I drug my little stick through the black to sort of mix in some of that black with the red to give it a little bit of a, like an ombre effect. You'll be able to see it a little bit better. And I'm just using my bark chalk paste, get my tongue untied, which is our brown, for the actual deer. Now, all of my things today will have a deer on it. And this is the reveal. Like I've always said, I never get tired of it. Reindeer parking, one night only. I thought this was so stinking cute. This is some ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby. I want to say it was last year. And this is me just trying to figure out how in the heck to make a bow. Everybody makes the most beautiful bows. And I've been practicing, and I've been trying, and I've been watching everybody. And that was a cute bow right there, the way it was doing, but it was just so big for this sign. So ultimately what I ended up doing was folding this ribbon in half and making my bow. Now it looks like, yeah, see, I didn't even show myself folding it in half, but I did fold it in half to make it a little bit smaller. I was trying to show the up on the rooftop part, but I just couldn't make it work to where that actually showed. So now I'm just putting on the bow with a little bit of greenery and a little pine cone. I was using those little berries to see if they would work in there, and I just didn't really like the way they ended up looking. Now I'm just going to use some natural beads. I'm not going to color them in any way, to put on the string that was already on the top of this, just to give it a little bit more interest. So I'm just going to put it right back on the way it came, and that one is done. And I love the way this turned out. You can see that sleigh right there has a little bit of like an ombre colored effect to it, where it's not just all red. And that's my bow. As you can tell there, I did fold it in half because that was a pretty big ribbon, but I did end up unfortunately covering up on the rooftop, but I still thought it turned out cute. So let me know what you think about my DIY number one down in the comments. Now for number two, this is the cutest little sign from the Dollar Tree that I just found recently. As I was making this sign, my daughter Sarah came over and was like, "Oh my gosh, Mama, I love that sign." So of course it's going to go to her. And she just bought the most beautiful house that you have ever seen. And she's doing it all in farmhouse, which is very, very different from her. She's like a really, really modern kind of plain girl. So for her to go farmhouse is like new and different, but she's actually loving it. So, and a lot of hers is black and white plaid. So when she's seen this, she fell in love with it. This and a couple of other things that you'll see me doing in this video. But this was super easy. This is another little transfer that we have from Chalk Couture. Again, it will be listed below. Just using some bright white chalk paste, and watch this. Yes, please. Look at that. Is that not the cutest $1.25 sign you've ever seen? That's literally all I'm going to do. I washed my little transfer. I'm putting it back. Now, this is just a little piece of a pic that I had from something last year, I guess. And I decided to put it up in the top left corner. And that was it for this sign. Super duper cheap and easy. $1.25 is all I have into it, other than my little bit of chalk paste and whatever that little piece of, I don't know, whatever that was left over from something. So I'm basically only saying $1.25 in this whole sign because I already had the chalk paste on hand. Only the sign is new. And I thought it was just adorable. Sarah fell in love with it. And this is definitely going to her house. Now, for DIY number 3, you know I love me a good beaded garland. And I had to throw one in here. So if you've already seen me do beaded garlands and you could care less to see another one, just speed on past this to DIY number 4. It's not going to hurt my feelings or make me mad. But I'm adding, I want to say like 9 or 10 of the 20 millimeter beads. And then I'm adding a few of these little smaller, like 10 millimeter beads. And I'm going to paint some of them in the moss, the smaller tiny ones in the white, and then the other bigger ones in the crimson by Waverly. These are all chalk paints by Waverly. So I'm going to do, like I said, my red. Now, if you've never seen these before, I have so many new subscribers. I love to use these skewers to put my beads on to paint them. It just gives you so much control. You can get your paintbrush down in between them to get all between those nooks and crannies. I love, love, love painting my beads this way. Super duper easy. You can hold on to the stick and blow dry them or use your heat gun to dry them fairly quickly. I got this whole thing done in less than 5 minutes. And I'm talking about painting them, drying them, and actually beading it together. Well, no, I would say 10 because I forgot about the little piece on the bottom. Now, you always want to put a piece of tape at the end of your twine because it's just going to string so much easier that way when you firm up the end of it. I'm going to do white, green, red, and I'm going to do that all the way to the end until I'm done. And then I'm going to take one of these little square, it looks to me like it's supposed to be a little book, is what it looks like to me. I don't know what you call it, but it's the cutest little piece from the Dollar Tree, and they come in several different shapes and sizes. So I'm going to go in with this crimson Waverly chalk paint, and I'm going to color it. And I was going to leave it like that, but it was such a stark, bright red that I don't know, it was just too much for me. I didn't like it like that. So what I end up doing is taking some of the white Waverly chalk paint and just distressing it down. And now that did 2 things. It lightened and toned down this bright red quite a bit, and it also gave it more of a farmhousey country feel, which if you are not new to my channel, you know that that's what I'm all about. If you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Brenda, but my sweet grandbabies call me Monner, so that's where Monner's Market came from. So I'm just going to finish painting this little wood piece here, and then you'll see me go in with that white. Actually, I think I'm going to chalk the little deer head on it first. I don't remember what I did, but let's see together what I'm going to do here. I'm going to let this set aside and dry completely. Well, I am using my heat gun. Yeah, I'm going to do this first. And then again, I am going to fuzz my little transfer, because if I use this on there and I don't fuzz it quite a bit, it's going to stick to whatever I'm using. And when I peel it up, a lot of that green sticky stuff is going to come off on my little piece. And that's going to do two things. It's going to make a mess on my surface, and it is going to ruin the stickiness of my little transfer. All I'm doing is simply using my white chalk paste, and let's show the reveal again. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Perfect every stinking time. Now I'm going to take my little my white chalk paint and just sort of distress it around all over and tone down that bright red. I thought it was cute the way the white paint just sort of, like I said, toned it down and countrified it up and just made it a little bit more farmhousey. Definitely want to know what you think about this down in the comments below. Now, this is me just adding that to one end of my beaded garland, and once I get that tied on, I'm going to make a tassel for the other end. And it's so easy to make these tassels. All you do is take your string and you wrap it around your four fingers, like, 15 or 20 times, depending on how fat or how skinny you want your tassel. And then you just take another piece of twine, which is sticking out the other end, and you just tie it in a knot. You loop it through there, tie it in a knot, and then bring it all down, straighten it out, and cut right across the bottom. And then you're going to need another little piece of twine to tie around the top of that to make the little head part of your tassel. And I just simply tie a little knot there, bring it all down and trim off the bottom, give it a little haircut and make it all even. And that is it. That is all you do to make a tassel and to finish off your beaded garland. And look how pretty that deer is on that little wood chunk. I love these colors. I think they are beautiful. It says Christmas, it screams Christmas, and I just love the way the contrast of the bigger beads with the smaller beads. It's just gorgeous to me. So be sure to let me know down in the comments below what you think about my third DIY. Let's get into my fourth and final DIY. This is the cutest little thing that I got from Hobby Lobby. It was regularly $14.99. You can't see it on there, but I got it on clearance for $1.49. So I paid less than $2 for this little piece. Again, Sarah was at the house the day I was doing this and fell in love with this little piece. So I only painted one side, and that's because she can use this side during Christmas, and then she can just flip it over for the rest of the year, and it just simply says blessed, and it has those two little leaves on it. This is just me using my heat gun to dry it. I'm going to go back in with the same little transfer and just use the deer head in the color black. So you'll see me doing all of this as if I've never used that transfer again. Before. I love it because you can use these transfers over and over and over and over. And the only thing you have to do is make sure you clean it really good after you use it and put it back on your little backer sheet, and you're good to go. Make sure it's really good and dry before you put it back in your plastic, and it will last you for many, many, many projects. Watch this. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. How beautiful is that? I did get a little piece of black right there. Look how easy it come off. It just took a little baby white, and you could see a tiny bit of it, so I just took a little bit of white chalk paint and just painted right back over it, just to cover it up and make sure that it didn't show anything. Then I had this little, that's me washing it again. I've already washed it. I'm just putting it back. This little pick I had again from last year at Christmas time. I didn't quite need it to be that big, so I just deconstructed it, tore it down a little bit, and glued it on to the bottom of this little sign. And that was all there was to making this little sign. And I thought it is so stinking cute. Again, because of the little black and white plaid, Sarah fell in love with it. So that is going to Sarah's house also. So let me know down in the comments what you think about all of these deer projects, and be sure to share my channel. Like I said just a few minutes ago, Be sure to share my channel with all of your friends. But you want to make sure, again, and I'm just going to reiterate, that they come to me on YouTube or Instagram. I'm sorry, not YouTube, Instagram or Facebook, and private message me with your name. Because whoever gets the most mentions by October 21st, the reason I picked October 21st, two reasons. It gives you a little while to keep sharing and mentioning my my channel, and it's also my oldest daughter's birthday. So I'm just showing you the final reveal here. I'm getting all into that big giveaway because I'm so excited about it, and I'm rambling. So right now I'm just going to show you everything that I've done in this video all over again. You can probably hear the little crackle in my voice. I've been sick. This chemo is kicking my behind, and I just apologize for my voice sounding so junky right now, but it is what it is, and I wanted to make sure that I got this video out for you and you didn't have to wait another day for more content. I've been so random in my content lately from being so sick from all of these treatments, and I'm trying to get better about getting content out there quicker for you. So thank you for your patience while I've been sick, and definitely go share my channel, tell everybody about Monner's Market, and have them come to me and let me know that you mentioned me to them, so you can get your name. For every time your name is mentioned, that's another drawing entry for you. So thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Good luck on the contest. Be blessed. Bye now. Hey y'all, I just wanted to interrupt really quick to tell you about my 10K subscriber giveaway. If you have not already seen the post, I am giving away a $100 Amazon gift card, and I will be doing that on October the 21st, and that will give you time to get my name out there. Make sure whoever you send to my channel lets me know that you sent them. However they get a hold of me, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, make sure they give me your name, because every time I hear your name or I read your name, that is one entry for you. So there's no limit on how many times you can be entered, but October the 21st, we will be drawing for the $100 Amazon gift card to celebrate my 10K subscribers. Never in a million years did I dream that I would make 1,000 subscribers or 5,000 subscribers. And now not only have I made 10,000, but I'm up to 11,000. And it would be so cool if I can make it to 15 before Christmas. I definitely don't see that happening, but if I do, it's going to be a huge, huge giveaway. I think $100 is a big thing myself, but be sure you send people to my channel, but make sure they tell me where they came from. Make sure that they tell me you sent them, because like I said, for every time I hear your name, that's another entry into the drawing for October 21st. When I filmed that was to go in between 2 and 3, DIYs number 2 and 3, and I couldn't figure out how to put it in there because I can't split the sound. So that's why that was kind of just like randomly put at the end of the video. But again, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Be blessed. Bye now.